Are you a beginner witch and unsure of which type of magic actually fits you? In this video, I'm going to guide you through 3 simple ways you can identify which type of witch you connect to, whether it's green witch, hedge witch, eclectic witch, ceremonial witch, or Wiccan witch. There will be a style of witchcraft that you may just resonate with more, and when you're just starting out, it can be helpful to know what type of witchcraft you do resonate with so that you're not being overwhelmed by all of the other types of witchcraft which you may not necessarily connect with. My name is Sandra. I have been on the witchcraft path now for over 35 years. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and I help other witches who are struggling to start a practice or deepen a practice to connect with magic and integrate it into your everyday life with ease. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple steps so that you can identify the style of witchcraft that resonates the most with you at the moment. Plus, I'm going to share with you the origin of these types of witchcraft so that you know where they come from and can do a little bit more research about their history. Now, if you want to know more about how to start your witchcraft practice, but you are just feeling stuck and overwhelmed, I do have a free masterclass called How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. There's a link in the description field below this video. You can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com, under my freebies tab. Now, many witches struggle in the craft, particularly at first, because they're trying to do things or copy people that they may not really resonate with or really understand what they're doing, rather than trying to find aspects of the craft or ways of practicing the craft that actually feel like home to them. Now, I don't normally advocate about putting yourself in a box, like identifying exclusively with being a this witch or a that witch, but it can actually help you when you're first exploring the craft to have a sort of an idea of what different types of witches do or different styles of witchcraft do, because you don't want to be doing everything because it's just too overwhelming. And after you've been doing it for a while, then you can start to explore different styles of witchcraft and include that into your practice. You don't have to put yourself in a box. It's not about boxes. In fact, the craft and magic is anything but putting yourself in a box. It is about exploring all of the things that are out there if you so wish to. If you prefer just one style and one style only, then go for it. You don't have to know everything. But witches who fit into the more eclectic box like I do, we tend to like to know a little bit about everything. So I'm going to go through the different styles of witchcraft that you're going to come across in this modern era. And the first one is the green witch. Now, green witches are associated with the earth, anything to do with connecting to the earth. So they work with earth materials. They will make things from nature. They will work a lot with herbs and with crystals. They'll work with anything that is connected to nature and to the earth. The magic is very earth-based folk magic, and the idea of the green witch originates from the cunning folk. These were like the village shamans, really, in Northern Europe. They were the people that villagers would go to get love potions and healing objects and talismans, and have the cunning person would be there working with anything magical that the village needed. They'd often be on their own, but they worked very much with nature, with herbs, with plants, and with the animal spirits to some extent, but mostly it was working with the plant materials and the earth materials that were around them. And a lot of modern day witches really resonate with getting their hands in the earth, growing their own herbs, growing their own flowers, working with herbal essences, with flower essences, and just really getting into the earth-based magic. Now, another type of witch is the hedge witch. And this was a very new concept to me when I first came across a hedge witch. I didn't really know what the word hedge had really to do with what these witches tend to focus on. But there's this thing called hedging. And this is where you're moving between the worlds, the physical world and the spiritual world. So a hedge witch tends to work a lot with the spirits, with the ancestors, in the way that a lot of shamans from indigenous cultures work. So they're often the go-betweens between the worlds. and will work with the spirit world as well as doing the other usual witchy things, such as working with magic, doing healing, and all of that kind of thing. The hedge witches, because they work between the worlds, they also work a lot with divination, and they work a lot with dream work as well. Another name for hedging is hedge riding, which again is being that intermediary between the physical world and the spiritual world. The next one I want to talk about is the ceremonial witch. Now, this is kind of where I came out of. My high priest was more into ceremonial magic, and he saw himself more as a ceremonial witch. And so we had a lot of exposure to the more ceremonial way of working in my first coven. So a ceremonial witch is going to be a witch that draws a lot from the ceremonial magical tradition. They're going to work with the elements. They're going to work with pentagrams. They're going to work with the 4 tools of ceremonial magic, which is the knife or dagger, or athame as we call it in witchcraft, the wand, the pentacle, and the cup. They may also work with the invocation or evocation of spirits using the manifestation triangle and also magical circles as well, depending on how much into the ceremonial they're into. But it is very ritualistic, and the history comes from ceremonial magic. It comes out of the Golden Dawn. Also a little bit of Freemasonry there as well, and the Kabbalah. And of course, Hermeticism, which a lot of the ceremonial philosophy comes out of. Another type of witch is the Wiccan witch. Now, Wicca is a religion, technically, and it has borrowed a lot from ceremonial magic and Freemasonry. So it's very much a kind of a ceremonial witch style as well. But it's become a religion. And so it's got particular beliefs and ways of doing things that identify it as a religion. A lot of witches don't necessarily believe in deities or work with deities, but Wiccans do, which is one of the reasons why it's a religion and not just a spiritual practice, because of that belief in deity and working with the gods. And whilst other non-Wiccans may also do that too, Wicca is a particular form of witchcraft that really originated with Gerald Gardner, Alex Sanders, and then developed from there. It's a very formalized practice. There's different types of Wicca these days, so not all Wicca is the same, and not all beliefs within Wicca are the same anymore. And even terminology and the things that Wiccans do and believe they can do or can't do is different as well, depending on which Wiccan tradition it is. Wicca is recognized as a religion now in most countries, so there is an aspect to the fact that it's a religion that can actually give you a bit of safety in the sense of, religious discrimination and things like that. But it is very ceremonial, and it has a lot in common with the ceremonial style of witchcraft. It just has a few rules that witchcraft in general doesn't have, which is "and it harm none, do what thou wilt," which is basically saying do whatever you want to do as long as it doesn't harm anything or anyone. Now, that is impossible. We can't go through life without harming. Harming is actually a way of sustaining life. And often things have to die in order for other things to have to live. It's the cycle of life and death. So you can't go through life not harming and survive at the same time. But the goal really is to try to reduce the harm as much as you can so that you can then go and create the life that you want to create. There's other Wiccan beliefs that have been passed down that some Wiccans believe, some don't believe, such as the threefold law, which is whatever you send out comes back to you threefold more. I don't particularly believe that one, but some do, some don't. We didn't really believe that in my coven either. It wasn't something that was taught. But you'll find in different Wiccan covens and different Wiccan groups or styles of Wicca, there's going to be different things that some believe that other groups don't practice. But it is a formal religion, and so it has all of the privileges that religions have that more eclectic forms of witchcraft or more solo forms of witchcraft don't necessarily have. Now, the last one I wanted to talk about is the eclectic witch, which is the type of witch who just basically dabbles in anything they wish to dabble in. They will have a look at maybe green witchery and find out what's going on in green witchery that appeals to them and utilize that. They may do a bit of ceremonial witchery as well, and they may also take a little bit from the hedge witchery too. It could be bits and pieces, basically. They're an all-rounder type of witch who isn't necessarily going to specialize in one particular area. Now, a lot of modern day witches fit into this category. We have a lot of exposure now to different styles of magic and witchcraft and spirit work. And so a lot of people now are just blending everything together, all bits and pieces together. You will find that you're going to have talents towards some things and not so much talent towards other things. So you may feel that you want to really drive the work that you're good at naturally and become good in that area and become an expert in that area, which may push you into a particular style. You might like spirit work, for example, and so you may be more directed towards the hedge witch, for example. Now, there's other types of witches too. There's elemental witches who work exclusively with the elements. There's lunar witches who work every day with the moon and are really focused on the lunar energies. And the more we go on time-wise, the more pigeonholes there are as to different types of witches that there are. You don't have to put yourself into a pigeonhole. This is just a guide so that if you are overwhelmed by it all out there, you can go, well, I kind of like the idea of working with herbs, so I might just check out, what the green witches do and maybe just check them out for a little bit. Or I'm really curious about what it's like to be Wiccan, but maybe more on an eclectic basis. I'd like to learn a little bit about, herbs as well as crystals and magic, working with deities and setting up a circle, working with the elements, having those cool tools like athames and wands and, doing that kind of thing, in which case you may be more drawn to ceremonial witchcraft or eclectic witchcraft or Wicca or something like that. For me, I'm eclectic. I'm very much interested in taking what works for me and putting it into my own practice. My background is Wicca and ceremonial witchcraft. So the type of Wicca that I teach is very eclectic and it has a bit of a ceremonial flavor in there. And I do teach Wicca and witchcraft in that kind of a form where you work within a circle, you learn about the elements, you work with pentagrams, you work with deities, you learn about the herbs, working with the crystals, sigil spells, and all that kind of stuff brought in together. So there's a little bit of ceremonial, there's a little bit of green witchery, and there's a Wiccan form as well in the way that I work, because I find just having a form to learn in and work in is just very helpful. The form isn't the be-all and end-all of everything, and the form isn't a sacred cow. It is simply a tool that we use to work within, so that we can actually have a container for the work we're really trying to do. So let me know in the comments field which type of witch you may have resonated with the most. And if you do want to learn a very eclectic form of witchcraft, I do invite you to join the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. It's a 12-month course where I take you through all of the steps of becoming a witch, beginning with energy work, which is the most important thing. You also learn how to work with these tools, work with the elements, so that you're connecting energetically and having the ability to be able to create the life that you want to create using magic, working with energy, connecting to who you truly are, bringing more meaning and purpose into your life so that your life can become a spiritual practice in general and not just wafting around like a jellyfish in the ocean, just trying to get through the day and then just wondering what on earth is the meaning of all of this anyway. So that's the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can join up. You can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Blessed be.